Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, as we had said in the previous video, that many Kenyans will avoid listening to William Ruto's interview. It actually turned to be true. Many people boycotted listening to William Samuel Ruto. So Ruto should be asking himself, why is everyone rejecting him? Apart from a few who gave their time to listen to what he was saying. Because again, this is the same president who came out to confess that after using GMO, he has never grown breast. At yeye amekula chakula ya GMO na hajawahi mea matiti. Though the language and his position, it does not allow him to say what he said, but he said it. That one has raised questions, though it's not our main discussion here. That is Ruto telling Kenyans, in other words, that he already brought GMO food in this country, despite the fact that it was even stopped by the courts. Ruto has confirmed on live TV that GMO is here. Wakati watu walikuwa nasema kwamba kuna meli ambayo iko kule is just waiting on standby at coast region, at the coastal, with the GMO food, the GMO maize. So Ruto is confirming that it was true, and the GMO food is already here with us in this country. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa William Ruto amevunja sheria na amekubali vyakula za GMO hapa. Yeye mwenyewe anasema kwamba hajawahi mea matiti tangu atumie chakula ya GMO. But we're not sure if he's using, because we know these politicians, they will never take garbage. They will grow organic food. In fact, even most of the food they use, they never grow it using these fertilizers. They only use compost manure and among other things, but not the fertilizers they are selling to us. That's the truth of the matter. So, this was not our main discussion here. We want to talk about the issue of Hustlers Fund. Because I have seen how Ruto responded to the question asked by Sam Kituko, the Citizen TV journalist. His response tells a lot. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give our video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Sam Gituko asked William Ruto one question about Hustlers Fund. The question was that, why is it that when Ruto launched Hustlers Fund, there is no board of management that he appointed to be in charge of that fund? Because now, any fund that is attracting public money, taxpayers' money, should be anchored in law. Then the president, using the law, he's going to appoint a board of management to be in charge of that program. Just like Youth Fund, Weather Fund, Women Fund, all of those, because they are anchored in the law, we have people in charge of this. Ruto was clear that appointing a board to be in charge, it means you are employing people. And by doing so, I think for him it was wastage of resources. What is the problem if you are employing people? Because that's what the law says. That's our worry here. What was his problem? Because that is not his money, it is public money, and the law is very clear on how to do such thing. So for him, he's saying that he was avoiding to go through this board because they will be wasting time, employment, and then time that it will take to maybe the fund reach out to the people who are in need of it. Because of this, Mheshimiwa Ruto alikuwa anakubali kwamba alivunja sheria kwa sababu aliruka hiyo kitengo yote ya sheria na akaleta Hustlers Fund from nowhere. You know, following the law, it is very important. Why? I will tell you. In case anything happen or something get wrong with any fund like the Hustlers Fund, then those people who are appointed to that office, they took oath of office, they will be held responsible. That means they can even be prosecuted in court of law. Just the same way we saw the former CS for Treasury, Rotich, who was prosecuted in the law, in the court, and of course he was fired because he was appointed to do a specific job. He took oath of office and he was in charge. Ruto is telling us that because he's the president, he's in charge. In case anything got wrong, he's in charge. So he's answerable. Of course, that's the truth. If the government gets it wrong, it is the president who ends up carrying the burden because now he's the engine. But then there are people who will take other responsibilities. The law is very clear. Ruto should not lie to the public because that's what he's doing. We are well aware that the president is immune in the law. You cannot prosecute the president when he's still actively serving his term. Never. Let no anyone cheat you about that. You will not take him to court. He will not stand in court and defend himself. The law has immuned the president. You will only do that once he has finished his term in the office. For example, as of now, the only person you can take to court now prosecuted, it is Uhuru Kenyatta because his term came to an end. But Ruto is protected. So, in case anything happened to this Hustlers Fund, you cannot do anything to William Ruto because he's immune until he finishes his term. That's the time maybe you can consider to take him to court and the court will take an action to check if really he made a mistake or not. But as an individual, you can never hold him never hold him responsible to any issue. That's why wakipeleka mambo ya kusema, for example, when they are stopping the appointment of CASs, it is the state, not the president. Never. Because once you prosecute someone to the end, you do what? Unafunga yeye. So, Ruto has confirmed one thing as I end this discussion. Hustlers Fund is someone using his money to do business with the Kenyans. That's why it's not anchored anywhere in the law. That's why there's no one, through following the procedure of the law, is in charge of this, so that in case anything go wrong, he will be held responsible. Ruto has confirmed to you that him or some of his close allies are conniving to do some business using the government. Hustlers Fund is a cash cow for specific individuals in this country to make quick money. Quick money. Just imagine when you are lending money to 1 million people and you are charging the 10% they were saying. Is it 8% somewhere there? It's good money. At the end of the day, even if you are collecting 6 shillings or 10 shillings or 8 shillings per transaction, you end up collecting good money out of 1 million transactions that comes to you. No one knows where the other money is going, the one they're cutting for saving. It is their money. They are in business. They are making million shillings every day. Someone is in business. And they will end up even running this business using the money you and me are paying back. That's what is happening. That's why even when he goes to quote the figures, he ends up quoting wrong figures until he's being corrected. Those figures were made just to lie. But because he was caught up, he will always have a way to play around. But he will never accept that he's wrong. So Ruto has confirmed Hustlers Fund is an individual business. This is not money that meant to benefit poor people, because even at the end of the day, it is not money you can run any successful business. It is just money that is just similar to hiyo mambo ya mikopo tu ya simu tumeona ya kawaida hii ya Safaricom. Tofauti ya hiyo na M-Shwari iko wapi? Tofauti ya hiyo hata M-Shwari iko sawa na nini inaitwaje? Okoa Jahazi iko wapi? They are same. So this is a new person in business. I don't know if people are aware of those who are voting for William Ruto that they were voting for an entrepreneur. They were not voting for a manager. Kenya needed a CEO to run the country, but not an entrepreneur. But now we have an entrepreneur in the office. A man who understands the language of making profit, but not serving